Good evening and welcome to Kansas. I'm your host, Davies Tallow, and tonight we'll be discussing Kansas drastic measures, and we're taking drastic measures. If you can dig it, brother and sister. Welcome to the show. This is Rocky Mountain Rankings, where we rank albums, album art, albums, songs, whatever. And tonight, like I said, we're going to be ranking Kansas album Drastic Measures. And this show just came about. I hadn't planned this out. This came about tonight. You'll be seeing this Wednesday morning. But this being Tuesday night, I was kicking back in my recliner over here, and I was listening to Kansas Drastic Measures. Hadn't listened to this album for quite a long time. It's probably been, years. Though today at the shop, I had Kansas playing on our showroom. All their not any particular album, the songs, and Fight Fire with Fire came on. So that kind of spurred me to listen to that tonight, the whole album. And I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm like, oh, God, this brings back memories. Um, this is the first time I ever saw Kansas. Uh, in fact, I believe it's the only time I've ever seen Kansas. Was on this tour uh, supporting Drastic Measures. They came to the D Event Center at Weber State University, and I was working as a janitor at Weber High School in Pleasant View, and we heard that they were coming to concert. So me and we got people's, the other guys in the group at the working at the school. Uh, there's me, and the rest were high school kids. They're working part time, and I was working part time there. I was in my early 20s, and we got everybody's money. And me and Ted and my friend Ted and Brent, we went to the D Event Center, and but our boss Bud, great guy, let us go to get these tickets. So we get there, park, start heading up the steps to the ticket booth at the D Event Center to get the tickets. And somebody we knew came out. I can't remember who it was. Uh, and we go, what kind of seats do they get left? And we go, do they have anything on the floor? And he said, no, they're all sold out on the floor. You might be able to get something up above, but nothing down there. And we're going, dang, bummer. So we go in there and go up the booth, and Ted goes, I want to get some tickets for Kansas. What's the best seats you got left? Because we want, as close as we could. And the lady goes, front row. And we look at each other, and Ted goes, front row, not floor front row. She goes, yeah. And we're going, really? She says, yeah. I got 4 tickets on the front row, and I think she had like 5 left in the second row. And I think there was 9 of us at the time. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect. So she said, we want them right now. we bought those suckers, and we got back and we told everybody we got front and second row. Oh, everybody was happy. Uh, One person though in the group, I will not mention names, but the person knows who he is if he ever watches this. Uh, Started crying that he should have got one of the four seats on the front row. Said, "Well, dude, you should have went with us." And I can't remember who got the fourth seat, but anyway, that's immaterial. But it was a great concert. They had a little uh, wall, probably about 5 feet tall, uh, probably about no five 5 or 6 feet away from the stage. Uh, Keeping so the biting wall. And at some point at the concert, everybody pushed that to the stage. I can't remember it happening, but I eventually realized, well, yeah, I'm touching the stage here, and Rich Williams is only 6 feet away from me. he was, he, he was, and uh, the singer at the time, can't remember his name, but John Elefante. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. Was rocking back and forth. He had Kerry Livgren there, Dave Hope. It was fantastic. I remember one point I looked to my left. I see somebody to my left and some guy. When the crew came out and was looking at us, and then he goes. He looks back to his left and goes to indicate that yeah, they pushed the divider up to the stage, and whoever he was looking at just shook their head, and because he disappeared and nothing was done. So uh, we had a wonderful night. Wonderful night. They played, I think, 3 or 4 songs from this album. Um, some from Vinyl Confessions, and the rest, from uh, various albums. I can't remember the track listing totally, but I know they played Magnum Opus at one point. I think they did. I might be wrong. But anyway, um, so I'm going to rank the songs from this album. Uh, Before we get into that, there's 9 songs total. Uh, this album did not do very well. I I like it a lot better than Vinyl Confessions, to tell you the truth. Vinyl Confessions is good, but Drastic Measures was immense improvement in that area. But uh, prior to this coming out, or prior to them doing this album, Robbie Steinhardt left the band because he was tired of the Kansas new Christian affiliation, which I don't really understand, but I can see a little bit because a lot of music is rooted in religion, you know, be it black metal or Christian metal, it, it's rooted, got some kind of religious incantations there. So, uh, and this was a vastly heavier sound than Vinyl Confessions, especially with the songs like Mainstream and Fight Fire with Fire, and of course this Kerry Livgren did not like this very well, which led to him and Dave Hope leaving the band. which was too bad. Of course, they wouldn't be on another Kansas album until um, Always Never the Same, when they did a compilation plus some new songs. Or no, I take that back. Not no, it was Somewhere to Elsewhere. I'm sorry, it was Somewhere to Elsewhere. That's the album they were on. Um, of course, Carrie, from what I understand, uh, wrote the majority of the music on that album, which is it's good, but it's out there. So, but anyway, let's get into this album. Released July 1983. Players on it: John Elefante, Kerry Livgren, Rich Williams, Dave Hope, and Phil Onhart. 9 songs, and for those who don't know how this works, I start with my least favorite and work out to my favorite. Just because it's my least favorite doesn't mean I hate it or loathe it. Though I admit there are songs out there on certain albums that I have that I will absolutely refuse to listen to, but we won't get to that. So anyway, onward. Oh, the other thing before I get sure, the album cover took a hit as well. No, I kind of like it. In fact, at the start of this concert, they had a group of guys. I don't know the same group that guys that's on the cover here, but they had them out there like that, and the guy holding the bazooka, and they went right into fight fire with fire. So anyway, we start out with number 9. Number 9 is Andy, or however you want to pronounce it, Andy. Uh, Kind of a good little tune, but I listened again tonight. Like I said, I hadn't heard this whole album for years. I've never really cared for this song. Andy don't play, Andy don't do, boo 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 boo. I just it's good, well put together, well produced, but it's not for me. So that's my number 9. Number 8, Don't Take Your Love Away. Good rocker. Uh, don't take your love away. Do, 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 do. You know, goes right into it. Heavy edge, but again, not particularly for one I'd play a lot. Oh, I must point this out. Kerry Livgren only wrote 3 songs on this album. The rest were John's pennings, which was kind of surprising. That's probably why Kerry was disillusioned with this album. So, and the band on a whole. And you can pretty much tell which songs are Kerry's if you know anything about his writing or his taste. So, anyway, uh, number 8, Don't Take Your Love Away. Number 7, Get Rich, another John Elefante song. Good tune. Again, not very strong. And one thing I'll point out, this album, with except of a few songs, is it's got the same atmosphere and same musical textures as Vinyl Confessions, though a little bit harder edge on a lot of, probably about 4 or 5 of them. So, and Vinyl Confessions, where it's good. It's been years since I listened to that album. So, anyway, Number 7, Get Rich. Uh, Number 6, Incident at the Bridge. Carrie Livgren. Good song, though you can tell, like I said, the musical textures and the musical on a whole is got Carrie Livgren written all over it. So good, though it's a good album or good album, good song. Okay, now number 5, top 5 at 5. End of the Age. Another Carrie Livgren song. Dun, 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 dun. Uh, Kind of a Middle Eastern flavor, song. Good. Again, got Carrie Livgren written all over it, you know, just the lyrics and all that. So, and Carrie, like I said, he was trying to move away from the regular rock and roll area, mainstream stuff, and do different things, Christian music. Um, I think he was trying too hard with Vinyl Confessions in this. I don't know, but still, good tune. I put it at number 5. Uh, though, 20, 30 years ago, I probably would have put it elsewhere. uh, well, 20, 30 years ago, I rarely listened to side 2 on this album or any of these songs. Side 1, yes. Side 2, rare. Though now that's kind of, I'll probably listen to End of the Age more and Incident at the Bridge more. Good tunes. And they, could improve with time. So, but anyways, number 5, End of the Age. Number 4, this one I listened to for the first time in years. It's the first song on side 2. I really like this. It's improved immensely with me. Just one listen, and it's improved. Going through the motions. I just like the do 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 do. It just sounds like you're going to a machine, and going through the motions. I love it. I mean, it's a great song. So number 4, going through the motions. Number 3, now we're the heart of the song of this album. Uh, Everybody's my friend, and the song is basically how when you're a rock star, everybody wants to talk to you, wants to ask you questions, wants to know your intimate business. Uh, everybody wants to be your friend. And it's just, and it's true. Great song. Uh, when this first came out, this probably would have been higher, but right now I'm putting it at number 3. Number 2, opening track, Fight Fire with Fire. Fantastic song. The video, I've seen the video and I didn't really care for it. It was good, but I kind of have mixed feelings on videos, music videos. When MTV was MTV, music television, I wanted MTV so bad. Most of my friends had it. Where I lived out here in the sticks at the time, though it's no longer the sticks, it's growing big time out here in northern Utah. Uh, we didn't have cable. We did not get cable until I think late '80s. And when we finally get it, they would not let us have MTV. We had VH1, and VH1 sucked. I'm sorry, it sucked. I watched it, and and I could never figure out why. Though I kept hearing, there are people didn't want it, people didn't like it. It caused a bad scene. There's people that didn't want cable out here. A lot of people fought it. So, but now it's gone from cable to fiber optic. So, like, fiber optic's fantastic. If you ever get a chance to get fiber optic. It's marvelous. I have 1,000 megs per second upload and download. Upload and download. Yeah, I do. So anyway, enough of that. Number two, fight fire with fire. Number one, mainstream. The other, Kerry Livgren penned epic. And when you listen to this song, you can tell Kerry is just trashing the hell out of what the band's doing and what the music industry is doing. You know, and I'm thinking, okay, it's amazing how you got these guys that uh, build these rock bands. They want to put out music. They join, they sign a contract with a music uh, label, and they don't read the contract. At least I don't think a lot of them don't. And one of the things you do when you sign something is you read it so you don't get screwed over. And I listen to these groups say, well, we wanted to release this music we made on a different label, but a record company that we signed with or recorded this stuff with won't let us. They're being assholes. I'm sorry, but that's their words. They're basically, and one time you'll hear me say profanity on this channel. I'm sorry, but and the music industry can be a-holes, but they want the power. And if you want equal set footing, you need to read those contracts and work things out, or you don't, or you're gonna get screwed over. Uh, Prime example: when Styx put out their greatest hits compilation, they want to include "Lady" from their second album, Styx 2. And Wood Nickel, who they'd been with at the time, who they recorded their first 4 albums under, would not allow them to use "Lady," which kind of ticked them off. And I'm like, well, that they own the rights to the song. You may own the rights to the lyrics and the music, but once you record it with them, if contract states that, then you can't do anything with it other than go out and tour. So they had to re-record the song to put on the album. Uh, that's why I would, if I was in the music, in a band, I would not sign a contract. But of course, they said, well, you either sign this contract or you probably, you're not going to record. You get good enough, they're going to want you. So But anyway, that's my number one mainstream. Um, but yeah, if you get a chance to listen to this album, do so. It's great. It's not their best work, but it's a good little listen. Uh, let's go over this again. Number one, mainstream. Two, fire with fire. Three, everybody's my friend. Four, going through the motions. Five, end of the age. Six, incident at the bridge. Seven, get rich. Eight, don't take your love away. And nine, Andy. Hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed putting this together. I mean, just took me down memory lane. Uh, it's just say, oh, it peaked on the U.S. Billboard 200. It peaked at 41. So not fantastic, but still good. And of course, two singles: "Fight Fire with Fire" and "Everybody's My Friend." "Fight Fire" was Main Street rock track, U.S. Reached number 3, Billboard Hot 100, 58. Everybody, everybody's, ugh. Everybody's My Friend. Main Strip rock tracks peaked at 34. So definitely check it out. What's coming up? I have no idea. I'm Today was started out kind of gloomy for me, but as the day went on at the shop, it just improved. When I got home, I was feeling great. I don't know why. I mean, we had some strange things happen today, but um, I'm not going to go into, but last 2 hours of the day were fun. I mean, we were laughing and joking and stuff, and can't remember the last time that happened at the shop. We got, as I've for those who don't know, we changed our name. We Different company owns us. Uh, Still got a lot of work to do. We're remodeling. It's going to take probably at least a couple months, if not more. But it is what it is. So anyway, have a good week, and one of these days I'm going to do the ranking. I've been planning on of Gentle Giant. I would have done it by now, but I'm having a really tough time with Gentle Giant because all their albums, as far as I'm concerned, are great. I mean, it's some say a particular album's weak, and like Giant for a Day. A lot of people don't like that one, and I've listened to it, and I'm like, I like this. So, but anyway, hopefully down the road, I'll get those albums ranked. I would like to get all physical copies. I think I need 4, so need to get 4, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, uh, probably going to be doing a book review. That portion of my show doesn't get a lot of views. A lot of people don't like to read for some reason, but I'm going to do it anyway because read. I'm reading this fantastic little series, so called "The Path of the Ranger." Really excellent book. So got that planned. So anyway, have a good one. Please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the notification bell, like the video, and leave your own You leave a comment down below. Leave your own ranking of the songs on this album. Tell me what you think. That'd be interesting to see. Anyway, have a good one, and we'll see you when you see you.